talk about this idea of brand authenticity for a moment. And let me use an analogy to help us think through it. Because I don't think the advice to just be yourself or to just be authentic is enough. I don't think that that works in every situation. I think that we still need to consider the other person. Because if you're just being authentic, does that mean that you ignore everything that might help or aid another person? Serious thoughts. But before we get into that, my name is Kay Putnam. I'm the psychology-driven brand strategist. I help entrepreneurs change the world with what they know. I help them discover their innate brand advantage so they can scale their businesses and help more people. Thank you so much for watching. Click the subscribe button below. Let's do this. A couple months ago, I invited a friend who I actually just knew over the internet to stay at my house for a short visit. Now, if I were just being authentic, I could have not cleaned up the house, like left the dishes in the sink, and this, my friend would have seen all sides of me. Maybe this like not so great side of me because I leave clutter around and can be messy. But that wouldn't have made the best experience for both of us. Like, I would like to change the sheets on the guest bed before somebody comes and sleeps on them. I think that that is still authentic because I'm authentically caring about this person's experience. So I think it makes sense to get your brand ready for visitors, to be thoughtful about how you look, how you're presenting yourself and your ideas, how you're going to invite people in, like how you're going to onboard clients or invite your audience to play along and to engage with you. Being thoughtful in advance to make sure that the other person has an incredible experience when they're invited into your brand. To me, that's all about caring. And yes, you do it authentically, but you don't have to just open the door to some messy Tuesday every time you have a friend over just because you want to be more vulnerable or more real or relatable, I guess. You show that you care by anticipating the other person's needs. Like you're gonna write your Wi-Fi password down on a piece of paper, or again, you change the sheets, make sure that they have a comfortable place to stay and that they understand the lay of the land. You might also explain to your friend, if they've never been over before, like what your house rules are. Like, hey, the kids go to bed at 8, so we're generally quiet after that. Dinner will be at this time. Here's the AC, air conditioning remote, so you can turn that on. Like, explaining to people, like giving that enough thought in advance so that they have a really good experience is the same thing as building a really beautiful and accessible brand that's going to get you both where you want to go, to give people the experience that you want to give them and to impact the people that you want to impact in the way that you want to impact them. So I hope this analogy of having a house guest over gives you the permission to feel okay about caring about how your brand looks and how it feels and how it sounds. Because if you didn't, you'd be hurting the experience that you have with your friend or with your ideal client. It doesn't have to be so messy just for the sake of authenticity or being yourself. Yeah, it might be like that sometimes, but I sincerely believe that we want to show up at our best for people. That doesn't mean that we're not ever going to have a hard time or like share that with people, but especially when somebody comes into our lives or into our orbit for the first time, like let's make sure that we're set up to connect with them in the very best way possible. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. What does being authentic mean for you in your brand? I'd love to hear it. Let's have a conversation. And again, if you haven't, click that subscribe button and let's continue this conversation. Let's continue building amazing brands that impact all of the people that we want to impact in this world.